Ok, bonjour. Alors, je m'entends double. Le son est activé quelque part ici. Hop. Parfait. Merde. Attendez, le jeu s'est lancé. Voilà. Faut que je passe encore la musique. C'est mieux. La scène. C'est pas trop mal. Ce n'est pas trop mal. Alors. Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas... C'est pas cool. Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas stream non plus. Chong-Yoon, son anniversaire. J'ai fait quelques petits succès. Je vais vous montrer. Nos succès là. C'est... à... Natlan. Donc... dans la tribu Géo, la première tribu qu'on arrive, il y a une scène où il y a des gens qui dansent. Faut se mettre au milieu et bouger un peu, genre sauter, tout ça. Puis vous l'avez. Ça, je ne me rappelle plus. Je me rappelle plus du tout. Alors... ouais, ça c'est les espèces de petites fées, puis bon, des défis que j'ai fait. Qu'est-ce que j'ai encore fait? Ah oui, d'accord. C'est dans la sérénité hier. Ok. Moi, je suis toujours à Fontaine. Hein, parce que voilà. Nathan, c'est cool, mais je sais pas. C'est pas aussi bien que Fontaine. J'ai quelques vœux. Encore 5 à récup. Location des 7, on s'en branle. Ça, j'ai pas encore été voir. Ça, on s'en fout. Ça, c'est pour explorer. Ça, j'ai pas fait. Faut que je fasse ça. Faut que je fasse ça. Mais faut que je fasse ça aussi. Vous savez quoi? Le plus important, on va dire, c'est les quêtes. Je vais faire la quête de Moulani. Ça, au pire, je peux le faire hors stream. C'est qu'un event. C'est qu'un event. J'ai marqué une zone en Atlan. Ici. Je me suis fait péter le cul par un capybara. Du coup, bah voilà. J'ai noté. J'ai encore mes 5 résines condensées. J'en ai 4. Je peux en faire une. C'est toujours limité à 5. Ouais. Ça, c'est dommage. Voilà. Je suis bientôt niveau AR58. J'aurai des meilleurs loots parce que je pourrais passer à niveau du monde 9. Mais ce sera plus dur, genre pour taper les légendes locales, tout ça. Les quêtes. Histoire. Non? Ah d'accord. C'est une quête tribale. Mais du coup, faut que je les fasse pour avoir les récompenses doublées. Enfin, supplémentaires. Elle est mal mise, cette lampe. Ah, si je mets comme ça. Attendez, faut que je mette en gros pour mieux voir. Intermission. C'est pas mal. C'est pas mal du tout. On est bien éclairé. Bon, je viens de me laver aussi, c'est pour ça que bon, voilà. J'ai les cheveux un peu trempés de ça. Par contre, c'est vraiment cool de se déplacer avec les bêtes comme ça.
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Kaholasaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild? Well, they're so cute. Huh? What's happening over there? Help! Somebody help us! Ah! Wild Kaholasaurs are actually biting people! Yeah, those two are in trouble! The legend... Get back! Don't panic! Hang in there! Finally! Someone's coming. Please help us! Swirling snow!
Allez, tape.
Take flight! Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a...
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is...
Still, it seems that all the Kaholasaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholasaurs, and what's this talk about Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the springs.
A mysterious island?
There's a legend from the people of the spring.
Are you sure?
Some proposal?
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be... Oh, all right. You did rescue Karia and I just now, and I...
A little awkward, but
We should move on, Karia.
Yes, thank you again.
that's all right. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about... Yeah, who knows? There might... After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a... Oh, you're right. Time's ticking. Let's get started on... But the real question is... Who should we act? That's it.
Pourquoi savoir c'est quoi l'île mystérieuse? Oh d'accord, c'est... L'acteur est déjà terminé. Non, non, c'est pas ça. Parce que je sais pas comment on y va. En tout cas, internet, je sens rien. C'est quoi ça? D'accord. On va noter l'endroit. On va prendre Furina pour pas me garnoyer. C'est vraiment genre ça m'arrive beaucoup trop à Atlan. Ça va, c'est une quête assez rapide, on dirait.
Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island. Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted but to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey. In search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for him, since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the... On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues need... Oh! Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you... Sure thing! Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some detail. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together as the chief of the tribe. I was very ashamed to hear of them. It's really hard to believe that they are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into... They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been—
Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait.
Exactly! And as far as I know—
You betcha! If it's just a few scammers—
Wonderful!
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora!
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your— So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as—
No wonder you're the chief. Seems like—
I've marked the
My music's not juvenile at all.
this should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar? Look.
Who the— Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon, is—
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists.
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. That's right.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mist, be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of— But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just— Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly—
Huh. He actually sounds pretty
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So,
so how much will you—
not to worry. I don't intend to—
So you'd be working—
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great—
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him. All right, thank you.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Follow me. J'arrive. Bon. Suivez le guide escroc. Merde.
Are you two here to take pictures with—
Really? Can we?
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta.
Atta?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is highly respected among the Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get them.
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Cahoot?
You need only slowly approach, but no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per...
Huh?
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the...
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the time. With that kind of evidence?
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say?
I'll even...
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man. Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say.
Did you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like...
Here's your group photo. I even...
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here...
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence? Paimon.
Paimon n'est pas très discrète.
These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for it. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll have...
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've meant...
Oh!
Ouvre là. Donc je pense vraiment que c'est là-haut. Merde.
The show begins!
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the...
You mean we're almost there?
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before...
Oh, brilliant!
According to Atta's insights, this is the place.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find, and who says a mysterious island can't look...
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue. We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your...
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll...
Ah! Now he's trying to get away! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against...
Sorry to say it, but he got us. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you...
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark on that.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been... There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. Take Mora from others by force!
You... Ugh. All right.
We have witnesses.
Fine. Yes.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need to... If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the That's a good point. Speaking of, I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. Is no shortcut to the island. And most people don't even meet the requirement to... If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people... Which is exactly why, even though the... There's a requirement? Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious... It should probably involve... overcoming a... And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hard. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients, nor tour. The legend also mentioned that, therefore, the requirement to reach the island... So that's... From what I can see, you and Paimon are... But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire... That's true. But don't feel discouraged, whether it's remote islands or... And let me tell you a secret. The elders once... Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop. A guide we could trust with their lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone... Oh, we could go find Mualani! It appears you've already made up your minds. Then, I'll be... Okay, bye-bye!
Okay. Allons voir Mualani.
Take it easy.
Mualani.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look
May I ask whether you've had some bad...
well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? maybe even suffering.
Yeah, that's
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it.
Ça va, elle a des bonnes techniques de vente.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the trap.
It's been a while, Mulani. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Kaholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some? Come on, don't be strangers now.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island.
A trip to the mysterious island. Oh.
Do you have any
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll
Then I'll have to explain some things. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, since it's you two asking, it's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just, Mulani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait,
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay.
Je suis toujours pas à plat niveau 90 en fait.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a god, next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone. Indeed. Well done.
no wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mulani? Who knows? Maybe he could say
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a...
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach...
That's him, right? Do you really...
Allow me. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I...
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two... They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right?
The commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can...
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success.
Oh? And where is it?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot.
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the...
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my...
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You
say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it.
Well, I'm different.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. New student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend. The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to...
C'est un gros connard.
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement...
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against...
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh?
Oh, Paimon thought you...
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just... after telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't...
Actually, Paimon did think about taking...
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught... If you want a chance of... I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete...
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're complete with the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companions.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varundra. Please use...
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since...
I'm Mualani. Just call... As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not sure you're...
Oh...
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your... In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide.
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Cole.
So you still refuse? Fine. Karia, I'll put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varundra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if...
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be in... How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument...
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends.
That's your plan?
Wonderful. On behalf of...
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparation. Lafa. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Lafa sounds...
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh? Just so you...
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired...
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that expensive. We're ready, Lafa.
Your total is...
Isn't that still a lot for you?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week's worth of pocket money and completely solve that problem.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich, Mulani?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another...
200 000 moras par semaine. Pas mal, pas mal.
Yep. Afternoon, Uncle On.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather, you know.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey,
All right.
a record player. Specifically, the kind...
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be not...
Uncle...
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy...
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Des disques.
Hey, Paka Paka.
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers and listening to.
Uh-huh. That's pretty...
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to...
Whoa. Then we could produce some really wild tunes. You've got a deal.
Nice.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't...
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the best
Deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next...
What's wrong, Mulani?
Next, I need to... Besides the legend, it's full of strange symbols. Almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides, the chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the... Which brings us to today.
Whoa. Hearing that is also...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes...
That's right!
Uncle New. Mou. Monsieur Neuvillette veut boire l'eau du bain.
Afternoon, Uncle New. I have
A surprise. Then you must be here to finally pick up the map.
You saw right through...
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, you could say that you've already trusted each other with your lives. It's just that my feeling.
Huh? Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle Nick?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's, after all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of—
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to find the mysterious island.
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle—
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your mind, our mission as guides has never been to prove—
I understand.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get—
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some reason, this doesn't look like—
Right. Which is precisely why it's so effective.
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler—
Yay! Time
8h, 12h. C'est vrai que c'est comme une horloge.
It's about time to meet up now. Let's head.
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani.
Good morning, you two.
Morning.
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a—
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island. Yay! First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mist. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors.
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
Theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious— Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a group.
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for—
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.